Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. So I really like this feature within Google Search Console. It's under recommendations, and basically what will happen is that if there's a web page on your website that's getting more impressions than usual, you're actually going to get a notification about that. So that's actually what's happening with TM Blast. Is my Google Ads management services is up over 2,624%. So I'm going to go to check page performance. So for me, what I always recommend is when you're looking at Search Console, impressions are more important than clicks, especially if it's a new landing page, which is the case for me. So I can see that impressions are at 926 compared to 34. That's obviously why it's triggering that within the recommendations. So if you go down here over to the queries, this is really where the opportunity is now. Google Ads Management Services, Google AdWords Management Services, and then you can keep going down the list. The reason why I like this is that Google Ads Management is the name of my landing page, but there's still people who actually search for Google AdWords because that was the original name, just like how I think Microsoft Advertising was Bing Ads and all that. So names always change, but they always mean the same thing. So what I do is next that I have TM Blast tracking within SEMrush via a daily keyword tracker, and I can already see this over here that there's two keywords now: Google AdWords Management Service and Google AdWords Management. Both are new keywords. They're on position 30, so I still have a long way to go. But what I've been doing now, so I'm going to go to the page over here, is that when I see Search Console showing me that the AdWords keywords starting to rank a little bit better, some things I did. So let me go into the source code to show you guys. Look for the title over here. So title, it says Google Ads Management Services and hyphen Google AdWords Management Services. So I added in AdWords directly into the title tag to go after that keyword a little bit more aggressively. Next, what I did was I added in this within the H2 tag. What is in Google AdWords Management Service? So if you highlight that, inspect it, this is the H2 tag that I added. What I also do is I go through my existing landing pages and I then diversify my anchor text. So a lot of times if it's just Google Ads Management, I'm going to now update that Google AdWords. I went through some of the images, rename the file name, and then also save the alt tag to be Google AdWords. And then also I use ClearScope to refresh the page. And then also I use I use the paid version for ChatGPT, but also I use Copilot as well to kind of look over some of the top competitors who are ranking better for Google AdWords services to see kind of where the gaps are for me to really add. I actually, one final thing that I did as well today, I'm going to go to my case studies section. I published a case study today. I still have to record the video, but I have a 152% increase in phone calls directly from Google Ads for one of my clients. So here's why I made this case study is because I wanted to showcase the before and after, but also I'm trying to give more signals to Google and also for Bing that TM Blast does Google Ads Management. Here's some case studies about that and internally linking back. So a lot of basically it all comes down to this performance section over here. It stood out that over 2,000 plus more impressions taking place. I can see the queries. I do the same type of analysis for my clients, especially for new landing pages that we create. I publish it and I go back and then I refine. That's why when you work with me, one of my biggest things that I push is quick releases. I don't like to spend a lot of time trying to make the perfect version of a page. I'd rather get 80% there. We feel good, launch it. I'd rather let the data show me some different keywords that we maybe should optimize better for. Just like I did with my landing page, it was all about Google Ads Management, but turns out Google AdWords is an opportunity for me to drive more traffic. I didn't think about that, but based off the data, I can already see people are searching for that. I just didn't do a good enough job to optimize for that particular keyword, which is why I'm going back. So anyway, I hope this video might spark some ideas what you guys can do for your website to drive more traffic. Let me know if you have any questions, and as always, have a good rest of your day.